The other day, I was going through my room and I found some of my old childhood books. And well, it got me feeling nostalgic, but I wasn't about to go sit down and read a book. So in today's video, I'll be trying to get some of that old nostalgia back by recreating my childhood books out of Lego. So without further ado, Lego. Now the first book series up is pretty special to me because it's the one I have the most memories with, and that is Magic Tree House. It's basically a series that follows two kids, Jack and Annie, that discover this magic tree house that takes them to places in the past, like the pyramids of Egypt, the dinosaur era, or even knights. And well, I remember reading these books all the time as a kid, so of course the build I'll be going with is the Magic Tree House itself. And with the build all finished, here is the two minifigures. We got Jack, he's looking pretty good, kind of like Harry Potter, which we might be seeing later. And then Annie, also looking pretty good. And now to the treehouse. Now, one aspect I really wanted to get done on this treehouse was make it spin. I really like how the treehouse turned out, and besides the spinning feature, I also really like how the ladder turned out. I think that looks great, and I even included a few books on the inside to make it accurate. And well, with the treehouse done, we'll move swiftly right on to the second book, which is Frog and Toad. Now, we're starting out with my two favorite series, and if you couldn't tell already, I love Frog and Toad. Now, I originally thought, how would I make Frog and Toad in minifigure form, because that would be a bit difficult, and then I decided to scratch that idea and actually make them brick built. So, that's what we have here. Now, sadly I couldn't get all the pieces to match up, but I honestly think they turned out pretty good. I used Technic parts to connect the arms so that they're movable, and they are a little one-dimensional, but I think accurate enough. These are cool side builds to put with your Frog and Toad books, and comment below guys what your favorite childhood book was. And remember, stay tuned till the end because I might be revealing my biggest Lego set in my entire collection for the final build, so stay tuned for that. This one being another classic, Boxcar Children. And well, for this build, I of course wanted to make the boxcar and the four kids. If you're like me though, you actually preferred the movie over the books, so you guys gotta let me know if you've seen that, but this is more focused on the books, so let's go into this build. Now I of course included all four kids here, the older brother, older sister, then younger sister, younger brother, but the boxcar is why we're all here. So let's look into that. And well, it was really hard to find all the maroon pieces to build this boxcar, but I think I did a decent enough job. I angled this hood piece on the side to make it seem like the sliding door was just a little ajar, and then I also put train tracks under the boxcar, which I think looked pretty good, and little bits and pieces of shrubs and leaves to make the whole setting look pretty good. And yeah, I also like how this one turned out. Moving on, we have Geronimo Stilton. This is another one of the book series that I feel like has gone on forever. There's so many books and I have not caught up with it, but I'm basing my build off of what I believe is the very first book and the front cover of it. So let's get building. And well, here it is. Honestly, I really like how this one turned out for the build, but the minifigures are pretty trash. Let's be real. Because Geronimo Stilton is a mouse, there was no chance unless I used a Mickey Mouse head that it would even look accurate, so I just gave them blank faces, but at least the motorcycle helmets look pretty good. But the build is pretty nice. I used just 1x bricks to make facades for buildings that look cool, but my favorite aspect has to be the motorcycle sliding on the side with this nice small curved clear piece. It completes the whole build in my opinion and looks pretty accurate to the cover of the book. After this build we got the Berenstain Bears. This one, like the Boxcar Children, I also watched the shows and movies more, but I of course loved the books as well as a kid. And well, this one will be one of the bigger builds of the video because I'll be trying to make their actual house. So that's what I'll be building. Oh no, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? And well, with the build finished, let's get into the minifigures. So of course we got Papa Bear. He looks looking pretty good. And then Mama Bear as well. And then of course Brother Bear and Sister Bear. All of them look pretty good. I used Chima faces for their heads, which turned out surprisingly good. And then now let's get to this giant treehouse. Now I built it on a modified green base plate because I wanted to really get the scale. And this was my reference picture I used to compare to make sure I made it accurate enough. Now it does come off a little bit blocky, but the interior is what really sells it. Of course we got a kitchen table ready for everyone to eat at. And then I also even made an upstairs with 2 beds, one for sister bear and brother bear. I really like how this one turned out. It definitely used up a lot of my bricks, but you guys have to let me know which build is your favorite. And stay tuned for that final build. And well, this is one that I am really excited for because I love how the minifigure turned out, and that is Captain Underpants. Now, I was not as big of a fan of Captain Underpants as I was Dogman, so I don't have any of the Captain Underpants books, but of course we all saw those as a kid in the library or at book fairs, so of course I had to make it. And well, here is the Captain Underpants minifigure, rocking the tighty whities and a 6-pack, but let's be real, that would not be accurate to the book. I also gave him a plunger, and another thing I did was get this old Lego movie set actually, because it's actually a plumbing truck that comes with a porta potty. So let's build that up. And well, with the set complete now, let's look at the full build. Now, I ditched the truck, but I did incorporate the porta potty in this build, and then of course, Captain Underpants. I used that clear bendable piece, and then I also put it on a spinner so it's like he's flying around. And then here is the porta potty, the star of the build, I guess. And when you open up the porta potty, you actually get a surprise because the toilet is absolutely overflowing. Was queso in there, guys? But yeah, I really like how this build turned out. And now moving on to the final build of the video and the biggest build of the video. I am so hyped for this. It is the biggest set in my personal collection, and the 8th book we'll be covering is Harry Potter. And well, recently this past Christmas, my parents got me the Lego Harry Potter miniature Hogwarts set. And so that is what this final build is. In my opinion, it looks fantastic. It has some of the best building techniques I've seen, so detailed for how small the pieces are, and I actually built most of this when I was sick, but I really love this set. It has 2,660 pieces. Really grateful my parents got me that. What a banger set, and what a banger way to end this video. And well guys, if you enjoyed this video where I talked about a whole bunch of books, maybe you should also watch my video where I recreate the most important book of all time out of Lego, and that is the Bible. So if you guys enjoyed this video, comment below what your favorite build was, what your favorite childhood book was, or just how your day is going. So remember, as always guys, God bless, peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.